When?
Right, when you have kids, could you just pick up the same dogs rather than under them?
Oh, yes. Yes. Those phones were very old-fashioned, looking, black, just didn't get nice colour.
And some used to have to use a handle on the side. Years and years ago.
Yeah.
What was the fashion like? Long dresses or shirts?
Well, it's both, really, in my lifetime. Short. They went up and down.
Did you have any pets?
Oh, yes. We had.
Granddad.
So how far back are you going? Before we were married?
Yes.
Oh, well, yes, we had pets. We had birds and dogs and cats.
We had a greyhound.
Well, it's your turn next. This is
Oh,
what
is it?
you got.
Oh, no, that's all right. We can
sorry,
talk together.
What did you do on weekends and school holidays?
Weekends. Well, that's during the Depression. We couldn't do much. You couldn't go on holidays because you didn't have the money. You just had to amuse yourself.
Like what?
That's
Going
just
to
what
town
we did at night.
Go to Luna Park. We used to go to Luna Park.
No, we used to have, or our parents did, and we'd have musical nights or card nights. And you'd have the neighbours in, and the kids were supposed to go to sleep, but of course they didn't. They used to jump up and down on the bed like you do.
Like the Rosinskis.
Well, where did you meet each other?
Well, we worked at the same place.
Where did you?
Well, in Sydney, it's a place called the New South Wales Bookstore Company. I was there first, before Grandad came there to work, but I was there first.
Where'd you go on your first date?
Oh, the Savoy Hotel in Hunter Street, probably, where all the foreign films were shown.
How much did it cost you there in the kitchen?
Oh,
3 cents.
no, not for an adult.
That's this is before we left school. We used to go to the pictures for 3 cents.
Yeah, 6 used to cost your mum and dad 1 and 6 to get in.
We used to get a huge double-decker ice cream for a halfpenny, which was half a cent.
Gee, I never went to that place.
The dog's name?
Oh,
Ginger Megs.
that's the
Didn't
great.
ask. Was it a racing dog?
We used to call him Megsy. Yeah, it was a racing dog. Won some races. And unfortunately, it got killed. They built a new training track down the other side of Brighton, where I used to call the old sewage farm. And they built this new track, and Megsy wasn't used to this new track, and it bashed its head against one of the posts. I'll never forget Dad came home, he had the leash, and I would have thought, one of the family had died. Because he used to cuddle up to you, Megsy. He used to come up to me and cuddle me up on an old sofa there.
Yeah.
Beautiful dog, a brindle dog, brown brindle dog. Beautiful dog.
What was the breed's name?
Pardon?
What was the breed's name?
Oh, still can't remember. And it was thinking Grey Galar, and it used to do somersaults.
And when I was little, about 6 or 7, we used to have a parrot. And it used to walk around the backyard. And anyhow, one day I was playing with it and I bit my finger and I choked it. That was the end of the parrot.
You said, well, you could
What about your Cocker Spaniel?
Oh, yes, we had a Cocker Spaniel on the phone. This is when I was there at your age, I suppose, when I was in Bedala. It was called Stella. I don't know who gave it that name, Stella.
With black, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
Probably black
it was
Stella.
the black one. Yeah, but it was a nuisance. It was one of the Cocker Spaniels. If you go out and leave them on their own, they howl, you know. This thing used to howl. Anyway, it got out to the road one day and it got knocked by the local bus. And that was the end of Stella. But we had other dogs too from time to time. I can't even remember their names. You know, Artie Martin's dogs we had. Oh, this is all going in the thing, isn't it?
Waffling. What about your working life? Where did you start work, Dad?
Me, I started with Woolworths. Started work at Woolworths
In King's Cross.
before the war, and then of course I was away for 4 years. Then I went back to Woolies, and then a couple of years and gave that away, and I finished up in the hotel now.
Oh,
Was
we
it
had
hard
other
to get?
jobs.
Yeah, was it hard to get work when you came back from the war? Was there a lot of jobs up for grabs?
No, Woolworths had to take the returned soldiers back.
No.
That was part of the law. They had to guarantee you the job.
You went from there to Beverly.
No, yeah, that was a couple of things. Spent most of the time after the war in the pub going.
And then the bookstore
And then
company.
with,
The dad and the bookstore company was busy sitting here now.
and then with Wills's. Then I retired for leisure life, up the mountains to visit my grandchildren.
What about you, Mum? What's your working life story?
Oh, I had a lot of different jobs.
After your grandmother passed away?
Oh yes, well I didn't work at all for quite a long while. That's when I started knitting for people. That wasn't very lucrative. And I had a live-in job, a sort of a nanny for a while. And,
Oh, that's right, with those people that wanted you to do everything, didn't they? You had to scrub their floors and...
no, that was in the fruit shop.
Oh.
Yes, no. And then I went to the news agency in North Auburn. And I was there until Mum died. And I left to look after Dad. And then I was at home until he passed away, and then I went to the bookstore company.
Mm.
That was my last time.
Right. So, Dad, you never even knew Mum's parents?
No.
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 Mm. And your father had passed away when...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was what school the same? Like you have to
No, well, you went to up to what we call sixth class, most of sixth form, I suppose, and then you either went to a domestic, what they call a domestic science school, or to high school. Well, I went to the domestic science school, where you learned, cooking and sewing and things like that, as well as your ordinary, math language and all that business.
And were they sort of more the things that girls went to learn how to be good mothers and wives and things, or...?
Oh, well, no, that sort of didn't come into it. It was just the basic cooking and sewing and that sort of thing. But if you wanted to have a business career, like learn typing and shorthand, you had to go to high school. The nearest one to us was Homebush.
No,
And,
a bit far away.
just right away. Yeah. But I left school at 13 to go and look after my grandmother. She's gone.
Yeah.
Leaving it there now.
Your
No.
parents had colourful lives, didn't they, Dad?
Yeah,
Butcher
well,
shops
they
and...
were in business, for a great period of time. Your great-grandmother was, they lived on a station. But then her father died very young, comparatively young, and finished up all the financiers, or whatever you like to call them. I think they call them. I think there were a lot of Jews involved in it, and finished up they got the property. come there with the property.
Mm.
But she came from a family, there was 13 in the family.
What?
9 boys and 2 girls. Um,
Yeah, that's the way.
yeah.
13 in the family, including mum and dad.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm.
No, all Irish. And our Uncle Paddy could hardly understand him because he came out with the parents.
No.
He could hardly understand him. His road was that broad.
Mm.
Never forget him, Uncle Paddy.
Mm.
And they were all big blokes. All over 6 feet. The ones that I knew anyhow. Because I didn't meet them all.
Which side of the family was this?
That's on Mum's side. No, I never had much to do with that side. Really, with some of them, his brother, he had taxis, but he was down in Melbourne. I didn't see much of them, and most of the others were I had a couple of aunties up here. A couple died. But we were more closer on the big side of the family.
And what happened, like did you, just sort of, what happens when there's a wedding or something? Is that probably the only time you saw most of the extended
just like
family?
It is now.
Yeah.
Just like it is now.
And it was a hire a hall type of a thing, and did you own
A lot of them
catering
used
and
to
that
have
sort
them
of
at
thing?
home. A lot of functions at home in those
Most
days.
it was, the function halls, and hardly, there weren't very many about. I mean, like we had our wedding in we had our wedding in a proper place,
Yeah,
but
like a
they weren't
reception centre.
like they are today, We went to a couple of weddings at a place called Amelie in Ashfield, and that, in those days that was all. If you had your wedding at Amelie, that was it.
Like having your honeymoon in the Blue Mountains.
Very posh.
Yeah, a lot of places in those days, when we were younger, a lot of homes had pianos, and the entertainment then, there was no TV or anything, the entertainment was to sing along around the piano, and a lot of them used to get kegs of beer. They used to hold small kegs of beer, about 5 gallons.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a keg. All the men gather around it.
Yeah. Yeah, we better start recording it.
Make a move.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks very much.